4. Play 4 again. You need a little more time. 4. Pick up the 4. Pick up the 4. Pick up the 4.
It's the number 4.
I can find it.
1 and 2
If the papers move, we'll just stop. If it works for you, that's short reward. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm not going to be switching clips. You know? Right. You know what? Can I do this for the purpose of music? Yeah. Not say any extra letters that say star. No, it's fine. You know what? If it can go any lower, you can I did not. I don't think it's low enough.
Ready?
I think that way.
That way you have it, she's not handing it to him, and he can step back. No. You don't need to note this the blank inside. Yeah. They get the diploma.
Welcome to Pinkerton Academy's graduation ceremony here at Memorial Field. We are excited to host the class of 2025 commencement on our beautiful campus today. I have some important information to share before the ceremony begins. Public law forbids smoking and vaping anywhere, at any time here on campus. Porta potties are located across from the concession stand. Junior class officers are selling water and snacks at the concession stand as a fundraiser for the class of 2026. They thank you for any support you can give. Each graduate received a commemorative commencement program at rehearsal this week. If you would like to follow along and you did not get one at the gate, please go to the website www.pinkertonacademy.org and you'll find it there. Only Pinkerton photographers will be permitted on or near the stage to take photos of the graduates as they receive their diplomas. We ask that the audience refrain from passing inflatable objects, all types, to the graduates, and that guests not use air horns during the ceremony. Please help us take care of the turf field by disposing of your litter, including gum, in all the trash receptacles around the field. During the diploma presentation, students will proceed up the ramp to my right, then cross the stage to receive their diploma jacket. They will exit to my left, and that's where they'll proceed backstage, and they'll get their diploma to put in the jacket, and they'll be able to have a picture in front of the backdrop of the senior steps. Lastly, I would like to bring your attention to the stunning banners here that were provided by the class of 2025. Thank you, and we'll start momentarily.
Try to go watch over there for you too.
Maybe you'll have to come for a date.
Good evening again, and thank you for joining us this evening at Pinkerton Academy for the class of 2025's graduation ceremony. At this time, I would like to welcome the Board of Trustees, Head of School, Dr. Timothy Powers, the Pinkerton Academy Administration and Management Team, faculty, staff, and the distinguished guests onto the field. It is now my distinct honor to present to you the graduating class of Pinkerton Academy, class of 2025. Please rise and join me in welcoming their accomplished adults. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Timothy Powers, Dr. William Nevius, the Pinkerton Academy Board of Trustees, esteemed administration, faculty and staff, proud parents, but most importantly, our distinguished graduates. Welcome to this year's celebration of achievements. It gives me great pleasure to start this ceremony with a performance of the national anthem and the posting of the colors. Please welcome to the stage Aisley Mangan, signed by Lily Carter and Zeno Richwa. The colors will be presented by Elizabeth Santella, Tyler Boutelier, Hudson Calvert, William Cadleck, and Nathan Andrada. Would everyone please rise and remain standing as we honor our flag with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Tonight, as we celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of the Pinkerton Academy graduating class of 2025, you can sit too, by the way, sorry. This is a testament to your years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. We also have the distinct honor of welcoming members of the esteemed class of 1975 who are celebrating their 50th class reunion with us tonight. Can the members of the class of 1975 please stand and be recognized? As Associate Head of School, it is with immense pride and privilege that I stand before you on this joyous occasion. The past week has been filled with anticipation, excitement, and emotion, and I know we are eager to begin this momentous ceremony. So with that being said, I would like to invite Mr. Benjamin Lamperis to come to the podium.
On behalf of the class of 2025, it is my honor to welcome you to Pinkerton Academy's commencement ceremony. Throughout these 4 years, we have been anticipating our graduation. Each of us traveled our own path to this point, but regardless, we are all graduating. While today marks the beginning of an eager transition to the real world, we should all pause to reflect on the people who brought us here. The classmates who shared laughs or inside jokes, coaches who challenged us to prosper, teachers who let us be 1 minute late, and lastly, the parents who deserve immense credit for their unwavering support throughout these last 4 years. Class of 2025, take a moment to reflect not only on the people, but the mundane things that made high school unforgettable. That means the times dreadfully climbing flights of stairs to a third-floor English classroom. This has now become a moment we look back upon, yearning for one more flight to experience laughter over what exactly classifies something as an oxymoron. Or the time spent getting out of the senior lot traffic, once endless, but now a memory of the conversations you had with your childhood friends on the ride home. Simple moments like these and the people we shared them with are truly the foundation of our high school experience. No, these moments have helped outline who we are and ultimately brought us to our seats this day. Additionally, let's take a moment to reflect on our individual strengths as well. Reflect upon our identity and our growth. As we sit here today, we all have different situations in different environments. No one can say they live the same life as you. Be proud of who you've become. Through the obstacles we faced and the lessons we encountered, we've all conquered high school. With support and the commitment to our own growth, we've all earned the right to walk across this stage. Going forth, be confident that the work we've done at Pinkerton has prepared us for our next chapter, and take time to celebrate all that we've accomplished so far. Thank you. I would like to invite my fellow classmate, Leah LeMay, to the podium.
About a month ago, I had the honor of interviewing a man who has had a lasting impact on Pinkerton Academy and its students. Over the years, he has stepped into various roles: Vietnam veteran, educator, musician, dedicated leader. Since joining the Board of Trustees in 2005 and becoming president in 2018, he has been a constant source of advocacy and support for the students of Pinkerton Academy. He is the proud father of 2 Pinkerton graduates and a strong advocate for the arts, music, and sports, all values that he has carried with him through a diverse and inspiring career. Having graduated in a class of only 57 students instead of the 684 individuals that make up our own class. Through every stage of this man's life, one thing remains the same: his passion for helping young individuals grow and succeed. Please join me in welcoming the president of the Pinkerton Academy Board of Trustees and the man who will be handing us our diplomas this evening, Dr. William Nevius.
I can't see the big screen. Is there a photograph up there? Ah, good. So I'm going to start off with giving the credit for all of us being here, quite frankly, to the Pinkerton Academy Board of Trustees, my colleagues who donate their time, their treasure, expertise every week, every month of every year. So would you please join me in thanking the Board of Trustees? If I'll have them stand. They're over to the right. So thank you, Board of Trustees, my great colleagues. Please stand. I always take the opportunity to kind of join what Benjamin just said and recognize the heroes out there in the crowd for all of us. So with that in mind, let's give another round of great applause to our parents, our grandparents, our special friends, our special people in our lives who all work so hard, and they're out there. Let's show them how much we appreciate them. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. You're the greatest, without a doubt. It was 1906. And no, that's not a picture of me up there in 1906. I'm not quite that old. But you might notice that that looks like an intriguing person. Does anybody have any idea who that might be? And as a matter of fact, this was the freshman faculty year for Robert Frost, who taught at Pinkerton Academy, as most of you know, from 1906 to 1911. Obviously, he's known for many, many poems, but the one that has always made me stop and think about my next step in life. And by the way, Leah, thank you for that great introduction. You're just the best. I've always thought about the poem, The Road Not Taken. And if you notice in that photograph, by the way, there was only 2 buildings on campus when Robert Frost taught here. You also kind of take a look, you'll probably see a tree off to the left. So it was the winter of 1906. And he came in with the idea that he was going to, and he did a great job of getting the students involved in understanding the importance of being yourself and also looking at that future. So yes, he did write the poem while he was here and lived just south of campus. The Road Not Taken. So for many of you, this is a new fork in the road, and you may go left, you may go right, you may stay somewhere where it's safe, but I guarantee you, and I know each and every one of you will take the opportunity to take a look at that path that maybe is the right path for you, whether you're going to go out there and work in the trades, or you're going to go to college, or you're going to work the family, whatever business that there might be, but you will find that path for you. This is not going to be the last time. You're going to see various paths available to you, and that fork in the road will pop up every time. So my advice to you, just with my own experience throughout life, is always do what you think is best for yourself, but most importantly, think about how you can give back to others around you. Because every time you give something back and not just take, you will find yourself feeling much better about who you are in the world. And I guarantee you then, as I said a couple weeks ago with some other students, if you are true to yourself and you maintain your integrity and you are authentic in everything you do, you will find that right path, even though Robert Frost had a difficult time making up his mind which way he was going to go. So, to the class of 2025, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees and all the great faculty and staff here at Pinkerton Academy, including Robert Frost, I did talk to him last night. He said, pass on to this class. Don't forget, take the path that makes you feel good. Take the path you know will be good for all those that you meet and influence in life. Congratulations to the class of 2025. You're the best, and I love you all. Have a great, great evening.
Thank you, Dr. Nevius. It would have been impressive if you did all 680, but At this time, I'd like to invite the Dean of Faculty, Dr. Jennifer Resmini, to the podium.
Good evening to the class of 2025, family, friends, faculty, and staff, and the Board of Trustees. Congratulations to our graduates. I have the privilege to introduce the class of 2025 Salutatorian, Maura Covino. During her time at Pinkerton, Maura's approach to learning was that she could do anything if she worked hard enough. She recalled one memory from English class when reading Animal Farm, where she was introduced to the character Boxer. His mantra was, "I will work harder." Maura's friend turned to her and said, "That's you." Maura took that mantra with her throughout high school, pushing herself to always put in the effort, combining her motivation and ability to achieve academic success. This also translated to her experience in her extracurriculars. Maura was an active member of the Latin Club, serving as an officer since her sophomore year and co-president her junior and senior year. She joined student council as a senior and jumped into any activity she could, developing her leadership and giving back to the community, such as serving as a subcommittee chair for Astrothon. Maura shared that one of her proudest accomplishments in high school was being a member of the Latin Quiz Bowl since her freshman year, representing New Hampshire at nationals each year. Last year, she proudly served as the coach for the novice team, made up of freshmen from all over the state of New Hampshire. Under Maura's leadership, this team placed 6th in nationals. She also helped with the intermediates, a team of sophomores, which placed 3rd and went to the finals of the competition. Maura shared how this experience allowed her to see her hard work pay off in both academics and leadership. After graduation, Maura credits her family and supportive network of teachers and friends for motivating her in her studies and extracurriculars, especially through the difficulty of junior year. Maura recognized Pinkerton Academy teachers, Mr. Breda, Mr. Faulkner, Mr. Olkavikas, as having had a positive impact on her academic growth and leadership as they supported her through some of her favorite classes, such as AP and Organic Chemistry, Latin, and AP Literature. She will also cherish the memories and friendships she made during her time at Pinkerton, especially setting up for the homecoming dance as a member of Student Council's senior year. It was the first large event she helped set up and enjoyed working with her friends to make it a reality for all of you. After graduation, Maura will be attending Georgia Institute of Technology in the fall, majoring in chemical and biomolecular engineering, with her ultimate goal of working in the cosmetics field. Maura is dedicated to combining her love of makeup and chemistry to develop safer, more natural, and more sustainable cosmetics. Maura shared 2 pieces of advice that are important life lessons for all of us. The first is to find your people, develop your supportive network. It improves your experiences in your life at all stages. She also reminds us that each experience, positive or negative, teaches us something and helps us grow into stronger individuals. Understand the impact each of you experience and see the positive it provides. It's an honor to welcome to the stage Maura Covino, Salutatorian of Pinkerton Academy's class of 2025.
Good evening, Dr. Nevius, trustees, head of school Dr. Powers, administrators, faculty, staff, parents and friends, fellow members of the class of 2025. I can remember walking home early in my freshman year in the sweltering August heat, stumbling under the weight of my freshman backpack, which I still wasn't used to. As usual, I was deep in a vivid daydream. I was imagining myself standing in a white dress, a red gown, and a cap covered in rhinestones, decked out with cords and pins galore. I had only a vague idea of how graduation worked or what it looked like, but I knew that the top 5 spoke every year. Though I never imagined myself actually reaching that level, I exceeded my own expectations, and now I'm living my 14-year-old daydream. I still possess that vivid imagination. Even tonight, I have found myself picturing walking across the stage in the bright Georgia sunshine when I graduate from college. While admittedly, our first instinct at an event like this is usually to jump ahead to what comes next and focus on what will happen after today, I'd like to take a moment to honor and show my gratitude for what came before tonight and what brought us here. When we entered Pinkerton as wide-eyed freshmen, graduation seemed like a far-off day shrouded in mystery. 4 years seemed an eternity. Now, looking back, it seems like barely yesterday we were stepping foot in the Academy building for the first time, marveling at the airplanes hanging from the ceiling and the way the August light streaming in from outside played across the floor. It wouldn't be long before we were sophomores, filling the dimly lit Shepherd Calf with our endless complaints about the freshmen. Then we were juniors, trudging our way up and down the junior lot hill every day while bearing the weight of what many call the hardest year of high school. And then, finally, we were seniors, hearing the last bell ring on our last day of classes and wondering, where'd all the time go? We laughed together at inside jokes and our teacher's corny puns. We celebrated together after seeing our sports teams crush Londonderry and Mac-Flack. And walking through this campus and these buildings until we knew them by heart, we grew together so that now, looking at our freshman pictures, many of us are almost unrecognizable. And it wasn't easy, not by any measure. However, at the end of the day, or should I say, at the end of senior year, here we are, and that is something we can all be grateful for. Over the course of these 4 years, and over the course of many of our lives, there is a certain two-word phrase that we have heard repeated ad nauseum, usually without even realizing it. We are trained from birth to reply to any small kindness with "thank you," to the point where it nearly loses its meaning. Even when learning a foreign language, this simple courtesy is one of the first things you learn. Who doesn't know that gracias means thank you in Spanish? However, there is a reason that giving thanks is so deeply embedded into our culture. It's critical to recognize that no one can really do this all on their own. We are all helping each other, even in the most imperceptible ways, so we deserve each other's thanks. Therefore, on a night like tonight, respect and gratitude are vitally important, even more than they usually are. As I said before, it is so important to thank our incredible support systems, especially those who helped us all get here tonight. I'll go first. To every teacher I've had, both at Pinkerton and before, thank you for preparing me for college and beyond. To specifically Mr. Olkavikas, Mr. Brita, and Mr. Faulkner, thank you for teaching me so many lessons and for being my mentors throughout high school. To my amazing family, thank you for enduring my many crash outs about schoolwork, my late nights out, and for your endless love and support. And finally, to NT, CK, TA, and, of course, JRW, thank you for everything. I love you. Now, fellow graduates, your turn. Take a moment, follow my example. Who do you want to thank tonight? Maybe it was your parents, your siblings, your friends, your teachers, coaches, coworkers, etc., etc. Whoever it was, this is your opportunity to let them know just how much you appreciate them and all they have done for you. Send them a text right now if you want. Tell them when you see them, yell it out, whatever. But make sure they know how much they mean to you. However, even as you try to list everyone that you're thankful for, you're probably going to forget one of the most important people, yourself. You put in the hard work to get here. You gave up your free time to do homework, work on projects, study for tests, and you are the person most responsible for your success. You earned your seat here tonight. Take pride in yourself and your accomplishments. Give yourself a break for a bit. Cut yourself some slack. Celebrate with your friends and family. Buy the sweet treat. Do whatever you need to prove to yourself that you've really, truly made it, and to recognize yourself for this accomplishment. Make sure you always include yourself on your list of thank yous, however long that list might be. Appreciating yourself and your own abilities might even help you see the impact that other people have had on you. For instance, I know that my resilience has been developed through my experiences in AP Lit and AP Calc, two incredibly difficult classes that taught me how to recover from failure. Maybe you know that you're very creative and you realize that this creativity stems from a teacher who showed you how to brainstorm and outline in a way that works for you. Maybe you're now an accomplished athlete, but somewhere along the way there was someone who picked you up when you fell and encouraged you to keep going. Now you possess remarkable tenacity. Once you begin to see all the ways in which those around you have shaped you, you can express your gratitude for their contributions to the person that you have become. When you leave here today, whether you are going to college, into the workforce, enlisting in the military, taking a gap year, or whatever other plans you might have, don't forget what your time here has taught you and those who have taught it to you. A small piece of them will always be with you, no matter how far from them you are or how long it has been since you have spoken. You are a mosaic of everyone around you. Repay the craftsman with your thanks. And who knows, that gratitude might just make you a little happier and a little bit of a better person for it. Congratulations and thank you, class of 2025. Now I would like to invite the Dean of Academics, Mr. Derek Lee, to the podium.
Class of 2025, family members, faculty, staff, Board of Trustees, and distinguished guests. I'm honored and privileged today to be able to introduce the class of 2025's valedictorian, Eve Clock. Eve's course selection included 11 advanced placement courses, 7 honors classes, and enrollment in everything that Pinkerton Fine Arts Department has to offer. As she looks towards the future, Eve is thrilled to attend the University of Maine, where she plans to major in history with a focus on museum studies or American history. Throughout Eve's high school years, she has been an active participant in well-rounded clubs and activities, such as an instructor and student at Karate International, a member of the church youth group at St. Thomas Aquinas, and a member of the English, Math, Social Studies, World Language, and National Technical Honor Societies. One of the most inspiring educational experience that Eve had at Pinkerton was her independent study with Pinkerton's historian, Dr. Mastro Marino. Eve would like to acknowledge Mr. Carter, Dr. M., and Mr. Gonzalez for providing the most engaging and compelling learning opportunities while at Pinkerton. Eve's advice for future Pinkerton students is don't be afraid to try a little bit of everything, because you may want to do computer science, but end up in history. Please welcome the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Eve Clock.
Good evening, Dr. Nevius, trustees, head of school Dr. Powers, administrators, faculty, staff, family and friends, fellow members of the class of 2025. So many of us here today are celebrating a bittersweet end to our high school journey, early morning wake-ups, and life as it has been for the past 4 years. Loved ones, mentors, and friends join us in memory of what has come to pass and all we've accomplished, perhaps sharing our feeling of a journey ended. The ceremony of graduation we are undergoing in this very moment echoes our melancholic nostalgia, yet it also bears witness to a multitude of new journeys blossoming before us. Just moments ago, we heard the ringing of Pinkerton's bell, introducing the decades-old tune of Pomp and Circumstance that intensified the steady procession to our seats. Our feelings of expectation have built, as we recognize that the end and the beginning is approaching. These tolls are our bookends. They remind us of the bell we heard each day over the intercom, indicating the start of morning classes and passing periods. Now, as we prepare to graduate, this familiar sound accompanies us to the finish line. These traditions, woven into today's graduation ceremony, allow us to reflect on the past and encourage celebration of unknown futures fast approaching. Shortly, when each of us walks across the stage, we will pause for a moment in front of a large screen of the senior steps. Steps that have since 1887 been the property of each senior class, and steps that we have seen on campus for the past 4 years. Traditionally, only the seniors and faculty could occupy them, and today, as we depart from the senior steps, much like the students who process down the actual senior steps at Pinkerton Hall to graduate on the grass, we acknowledge all we have gained from Pinkerton. We celebrate our departure from what is comfortable and embrace the magnificent future. Many of us remember the same anticipatory excitement and even nervousness as we began our freshman year at Pinkerton. The freshman reception welcomed us with music, dancing, and a multitude of new faces. We were initiated with tradition, following the path of students who have felt our same nerves decades apart. Luckily for us, we weren't subjected to the same procession around Pinkerton Hall with the smallest freshman boy leaning in a wheelbarrow. From that point on, each shared rite, chapel study halls, scaling the science building's perplexing half floors, writing the dreaded junior and senior essays, led us along a well-beaten path towards today. As the sun rose at senior sunrise and finally fell below the horizon at senior sunset, the theme of these traditions became clear. Each ending must occur to make way for new beginnings. Our lives are rich with tradition. This is the way we joyously recognize our accomplishments and communities, as well as memorialize past events. We fill our future with memories of our pasts. My family is Lithuanian, and each Easter we pay homage to our ethnicity with a game in which each of us selects a colored egg and has a chance to try to crack someone else's egg. We gather, light laughter filling the room, as we recount stories of past winners and congratulate the new winner. I know each of us, beyond just the scope of family, has traditions like these. Think about that restaurant you visit with your friends every month. The comfort of your familiar booth seat across from the people who have guided you through the good and the bad. Remember the hours you've dedicated day after day to caring for your pet, greeting them every day when you return from school, or playing the same game of fetch that never ceases to entertain them. Like these small everyday moments, some traditions are less grand. We rely on these to fill the in-betweens of larger celebrations. I know all of us have simple items or routines that bring us comfort and form our unique identities. In an unknown future, they will remind us of our history and help us to remember the good that has passed. Personally, when in need of refocusing, I return again and again to my favorite podcasts or TED Talks with a warm mug of tea. Like the memories that formed at Pinkerton, I will carry small traditions like these with me as I begin life as a college student. One of these TED Talks I will never forget is one I'm sure many of you have seen before. If you haven't, it's called Inside the Mind of a Master Procrastinator by Tim Urban, and features him jokingly talking about how our guilty desires to avoid the things we need to do can prove troubling when unchecked. I first stumbled upon it as a middle schooler who was actively procrastinating schoolwork, so the message hit hard. As the video ended, checkboxes for all the weeks in a 90-year lifespan flashed across the screen. I would go so far as to say this terrifyingly brief life calendar was enough to sear into my mind that I can't wait to do the things that matter to me. Of course, since then, I've procrastinated a project every once in a while, or put off starting an essay I knew I needed to. We all at times succumb to the temptation of avoiding what seems difficult in the moment. But Tim Urban's message is motivating and reflective of what we have all begun to learn during the past 4 years. Each of us has faced personal challenges head-on, obstacles that have shaped who we are as individuals. I have learned to take the challenging classes I know I'll grow from, spend countless hours training and teaching at my karate studio, and still make time for self-care, even when it seems like my days are full to the brim. In the past 200 weeks, what have you not put off until a more convenient time? How have you filled the boxes of your life calendar? This concept of a life calendar holds impressive weight and can be paralyzing when you are at a loss for how to use that time, only recognizing that it is brief. Don't wait to figure out who or what you care about and to make that your priority. This takes some introspection, and it is more than okay to not be filled with wildly ambitious goals or dreams of grandeur. The next step is to begin the journey. Remember, we're on a constant train of life that halts for no one, speeding towards the future. Don't wait to apply for positions you think you're unqualified for, or talk to the person you wish you were friends with, and risk not having enough track left to reach your destination. The third step, and most of us won't like this one, is to fail. It is nearly impossible to complete anything perfectly, and letting failure or the fear of failure whisper lies of incompetence into your mind will only invite hopelessness. Now, when you achieve your goal, don't wait to reflect on what you've accomplished. Celebrate. Remember the tests you never thought you'd pass but then aced, the hobbies you were so nervous to begin but now enjoy, and every single struggle you've overcome. Let these memories fortify you for the future. We only have so much time available to us, only so many beginnings and endings. As we gather here today, I want you all to consider this time. Think about the tradition that brought you here and the accomplishments we celebrate through this unifying tradition of graduation. Allow yourself to feel the powerful tolls of the Pinkerton bell congratulating your victories. But as you leave the stage, diploma in hand, and take your last moments in front of the senior steps, remember, the future's beginning. Don't wait. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2025. I invite my fellow classmate, Erin Starnock, to the podium.
I am honored to be introducing Pinkerton Academy's head of school, Dr. Timothy Powers. Dr. Powers holds a Bachelor's of Art from St. A's, a Master's of Education, and an Education Doctorate from Walden University, and a Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies from Southern New Hampshire University. After college, he worked for a tech company for a year before leaving to begin his career in education as a math teacher at both Salem and Pelham High Schools, later becoming the Pinkerton Athletic Director in 2010. Even after taking on the role of Dean of Students in 2016 and his current role of head of school in 2018, Dr. Powers considers his family to be his greatest achievement and a driving force behind his success. His favorite part of his work is seeing the growth of students from freshman year to graduation, and this is clearly evident in the work he does to make this school a safe and nurturing environment. Please welcome Dr. Timothy Powers.
Good evening, members of the Board of Trustees, sending towns, faculty, staff, families, friends, class of 1975, and most importantly, members of the class of 2025. Looking out at you today, it's a moment filled with immense pride and yes, that familiar touch of bittersweet joy that comes with seeing a class like yours prepare to move forward. More than anything, though, I feel a profound sense of gratitude for having shared part of your journey. You arrived on this campus as individuals, and today you leave as a class that has truly left its mark. To the families, friends, faculty, and staff with us, your belief in these young people, your guidance, and your tireless support have been the foundation upon which so much of their success here has been built. This day is a testament to your contributions as well. Class of 2025, your time here has been about building. You've built knowledge in the classrooms, skills on the athletic fields and in the theater and through countless activities. But just as importantly, you've built character. You've learned to collaborate, to lead, to listen, and to persevere, not just when things were easy, but when they were challenging. That is the bedrock of who you are becoming. Think back to those first few weeks on this campus. The new routines, the new faces, the sheer scale of it all. There was an energy and anticipation. Now, look at the individuals you are. You're more assured, more articulate, and more aware of the world around you and your potential within it. You've tackled complex academic subjects, wrestled with difficult questions, and discovered passions you might not have known you had. Perhaps it was a particular project that sparked a new interest, a teacher who challenged you to think differently, or a club that opened a new community for you right here at PA. You've also built strong bonds with one another. The friendships forged in study sessions, shared laughter in the caf, or mutual support during demanding times are some of the most valuable things you will take from this campus. These connections, these shared histories, will be sources of strength and joy for years to come. Cherish them, nurture them. Your school years have coincided with a dynamic and sometimes turbulent world. You've shown remarkable adaptability and resilience in the face of changes and challenges, learning to navigate uncertainty with a steadiness that is truly commendable. You learn to support each other, to find new ways to connect and learn, proving that your generation is one of resourcefulness and fortitude. That ability to adapt, to meet the unexpected, is a skill that will serve you exceptionally well. So as you prepare to move beyond this familiar pathways, what do you carry with you? More than just diplomas and transcripts, you carry the ability to think critically, to question, to seek understanding. You carry the experience of working with diverse groups of people towards common goals. You carry the memory of successes earned through hard work and the wisdom gleaned from setbacks. These are the tools you'll use to build your future. My hope for each of you is that you continue to build with that same spirit of inquiry and determination. The world needs your energy, your ideas, and your commitment. As you step into new roles, whether in college, the workforce, the military, or other adventures, remember the importance of lifelong learning. The foundation you've built here is strong, but the world will keep presenting new information, new skills to acquire, and new perspectives to consider. Embrace that. I also want to share a few simple yet profound wishes for your journey ahead. I wish you purpose. May you find endeavors, big or small, that resonate deeply with your values and allow you to contribute your unique talents in ways that feel meaningful. I wish you connections. Beyond the friendships you take from here, continue to build relationships that are supportive, honest, and enriching. Our connections to others are what give life so much of its richness. And as Jimmy Buffett sang in one of my favorite songs, Love and Luck, I wish you a measure of good fortune. May you find yourselves in the right places at the right times with opportunities opening for you. But also recognize that you can create your own fortune through diligence, openness to new experiences, and the courage to take thoughtful risks. I hope you have a little luck along the way. Class of 2025, please know this. This campus will always be a part of your story, and you will always be an Astro and always welcome home. This isn't a final goodbye. It's an invitation to see you later. Our doors in our community remain open to you. Come back, walk these grounds, share your achievements and your continued learnings. We'll be eager to hear how you are making your way and making a difference. We are all incredibly proud of the individuals that you are and all that you have accomplished. You are truly a special class. Class of 2025, I love you. So go forth from Pinkerton Academy. Go forth to build, to create, to serve, and to lead. Be brave in your aspirations, be compassionate in your interactions, and never lose your desire to make a difference in the world. Congratulations, Class of 2025.
Graduates, now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. Diplomas will be presented by Dr. William Nevius and announced by Ms. Buskey and Mr. Soika. Let's give a big round of applause for Ms. Buskey and Mr. Soika.
Hannah Rose Lasoskis. Rocco Joseph Fiacchino. Ella Catherine Manning. Lila Ray Goucher. Keely Ann Donovan. Addison May Rossi. Connor Joseph Schuler. Amelia Marie Collard. Amanda Frene Holcomb Buendia. Ava Phyllis Marie Booton. Scarlyn Lauren Kessner. Nicholas Daniel Palmquist. Kayla Katarina Silvera. Eve Ferns Clock. Maura Gwendolyn Cavino. Benjamin Gregory Limperis. Erin May Starnock. Leah Nicole LeMay. Michaela Joy Competente Herbst. Casey Matthew Sullivan. Sarah Abigail Matthew. Kara Eileen Porter. Ethan Chris Lang. L. Margene Morrow. Maya Nicole Lott Amsden. Anna Rose Lawrence. Brielle Delana Foote. Joshua Doran Cootie. Sadie Rain Jesmer. Sanella Husinovich. Braden McMahon Sterling Wheeler. Alexandra Marie Maxim. Natalie Sage Lynch. Emma Wiggin Labroda. Adam Merrick Doriga. Lila Grace DeSimone. Rory Claire Cashman. Camille Ruth Swanson. Cassara Adele Juno. Nevea Carrie Ann Smith. Aisley Lorraine Mangan. Lily Elizabeth Carter. Zeno Joanna Richwa. Ella Ray Bono. Julian Edward Martinage. Shayna Rose Adams. Nathan Thomas Adley. Justin Adam Alexa. Nicholas Santo Elizio. Tatiana Lynn Elaine. Benjamin Harry Allen. Gage Evan Anderson. Maxine Anderson. Caitlin Elizabeth and Sarah. Gabrielle Lauren Antinarella. Noah Keith Antonellis. Jaden Jason Aponte. Riley Ray Apostoloff. Camden Michael Arbogast. Aubrey Elizabeth Arnold. Angelise Liana Arroyo. Ali Azat Badar. Reagan Olivia Bailey. Edmund Joseph Buford Baker. Talia Ann Marie Baker. Zachary Robert Baker. Peyton Elizabeth Barnhart. Caleb Paul Baronet. Quinn Jedediah Barrett. Gregory David Bartlett. Bridget Gail Bartolo. Kaylin Marie Bachman. Keegan Wells Bean. McKenna Cassidy Bean. Haley Lynn Bean. Phoenix Arthur Bollier. Molly Grace Belanger. Alexander Joseph Bell. Ethan Paul Bellows. Landon Jason Bennett. Mackenzie Rose Bergstrom. Shannon Christopher Bertelson. Lucas Emil Berthelot. Noah James Barabee. Levi Jesse Bethune. Anel Beachich. Parker Owen Bienvenu Cernuda. Julia Kathleen Billcliffe. Chloe Dreams Bilodeau. Camden Robert Bennett. Elise Patricia Bennett. Emily Elizabeth Black. Jenna Mae Blackburn. Keegan Matthew Blake. Dylan Marshall Blinn. Andrew John Bobe. Jacob Mitchell Bovin. Rocco John Bonacorsi. Taylor Jane Bonin. Emma Carol Burrows. Landon Anthony Bettino. Hannah Michelle Boucher. Leo Albert Boucher. Riley Amos Barasa. Adam Reardon Bowers. Owen Ronald Boyce. Noah Benjamin Boyington. John Henry Bradshaw. Christian Marcus Brander. Aiden Michael Jean Barral. Kate Marcia Brennan. Gabriella Rose Brissett. Kevin Thayer Bright. Sean Patrick Broderick. Ella Grace Bronson. Kayla Melanie Brookings. Ethan Gian Brooks. Colin Breyer Brothers. Gavin David Brown. Ariana Leticia Clausen. Seth Noah Brown. Gavin Douglas Brunel. Jake Daniel Breyer Jr. Ava Marie Bull. Brian Michael Burke. Shaquan Tyrone Burnett Jr. Madison Elizabeth Bush. Savannah Marie Catherine Cahill. Grayson Jordan Cahoon. Derek Scott Kane. Ava Marie Camilio. Lauren Michelle Campion. Catalina Cardona Wood. Cameron Joseph Carlton. Nicholas Thomas Carnavale. Walter David Carroll V. Anthony Jordan Caruso. Abigail Marie Carvalho. Mason Daniel Castro. Lesmary Angelina Castrodad. Jace Austin Catton. Giovanni Raul Chalone. Seth David Chalbeck. Sage Elizabeth Chambers. Nathaniel Dean Chapman. Ariana Ida Chase. Jackson Boyd Chase. Jordan Edward Chick. Dominic Joseph Chicoine. Brianna Marie Chaffee. Michael Anthony Chaffee. Cameron William Clark. Abigail Lee Cloutier. Patrick David Cogan. Alyssa Natalia Colbert. Ian Matthew Collado. Elise Bridget Collins. Caitlin Elizabeth Colon. Amanda Danielle Conley. Ronan McKinnon Connors. Kaylee Marie Cooper. Samantha Isabel Cornelier. Maximus Michael Correa. Donovan Ryan Cody. David Otto Coughlin. Ryan Ronald Couliard. Sarah Johanna Kremenini. Faith Jasmine Cripps. Elliot Hayes Crispo. Olivia Kathleen Crockwell. Jalen Kelly Crossman. Grace Diana Kroll. Reagan Elizabeth Krusco. Shen Arthur Cummings. Laura Michelle Curran. Jack Walter Curtin. Lucas Lima Amarim Dacuna. Sophia Elizabeth Degata. Haley Rain Daigle. Noah Christian Dawson Daigle. Megan Jean Rose Dane. Griffin James Danis. Justin Matthew David. Kaylee Era Davidson. Tabitha Rose Davis. Kendall Marie Diley. Mikhail Richard Del Villar. Zachary Gerard Demars. Savannah Rose Demers. Abigail Florence Dennehy. Matthew Gideon Dennis. Ayla Reese Denton. Cameron Fisher DeRoche. Rachel Lauren DeVarney. Dylan Thomas DeVoid. Isabella Marie Diaz. Caden Julian Diaz. Sarah Elizabeth DiClemente. Cameron Thomas Dillon. Brian Paul DiNapoli. Ella Grace Dion. Kelsey Janelle Dion. Liam Miles Dobson. Matthew Lee Donovan Jr. Alana Shea Doremus. Ethan Michael Douglas. Griffin Paul Doyle. Elisa Isabel Driscoll. Rebecca Jean Doobie. Shannon Helen Duham. Cody Michael Dumont. Cameron Matthew Dunn. Kaylee Ann Dupuy. Anessa Durakovic. Nathan David Dutton. Giada Stefania Ifrati. Cole Austin Eaton. Mia Grace Eckerman. Leah Bell Edgecombe. Tia Carmen Edsel. Duru Elby. Brady Michael Elias. Joseph Ward Ellis Hickey. Naima Julia Elmera. Michaela Ann Evans. Isabella Sophia Fall. Amore Leanne Fannin. Paul Francis Farley. Scalion Tobiah Farrington Brown. Joseph Robert Finneran. Sydney Elizabeth Flagg. Angelina Elizabeth Folo. Joshua Thomas Fongemi. Ethan Michael Fonseca. Bryn Marion Forkey. Mackenzie Lynn Fournier. Braden Mark Fowler. Charles Barry Franks. Crystal Mary Elise Frias. Ethan J. Frizzell. Hannah Brianne Frost. Sydney Lynn Gadsby. Kylie Lynn Gaffney. Hannah Elizabeth Gagney. Tyler Gregory Gagney. Myrick Elizabeth Gagnon. Sophia Marie Gallion. Aiden Ray Ewow Galvin. Serenity Marie Ganji. Kevin Keith Gassman. Lily Beatrice Gattini. Jack Liam Geyer. Bryce Claude Gillet. Gracie Lynn Gennaro. Sydney Marie Gerasi. Ethan Benjamin Joseph Giagrandi. Joshua Thomas Giles. Kylie Scott Glassman. Kaylee Alexa Glover. Charles James Goddard. Avery Elizabeth Godin. Jay Cassell Goggin. Danica Francis Golden. Aiden Alexander Goldsmith. Nalani Marie Gooding. Jeffrey George Gorbedy. Melissa Sheree Goyette. Nicholas Henry Goyette. Caitlin Jessica Gramstorff. Sean Ryan Gray. Ashley Elizabeth Green. Alexander Lloyd Greer. Emma Rose Griffin. Michael Patrick Griffin. Seth Michael Grickscheit. Gavin Gainley Grillo. Amelia Lynn Guevara. Aubrey Marie Guevara. Arushi Gurung. Sange Gurung. Derek Orlando Guzman Velez. Isabella Marie Haberland. Ava Elizabeth Hashi. Autumn Jade Haggett. Muhammad Amin Haggi. Jacob Matthew Hall. John Michael Hanlon. Mia Teresa Hanlon. Ryan John Hanlon. Sophie Marilyn Hayes. Nicolette Rhiannon Height. Marcus Raymond Hine. Dylan Robert Henning. Michaela Elizabeth Henrick. Evelina Mary Henry. Rui Arnaldo Sendeo Hernandez. Sebastian Shanley Hare. Anthony James Herzog. Devin Joseph Hills. Joseph Hui Hoang. Damon Alexander Hobley. Anthony Martin Hoffman II. Taya Isabella Holland. Addison Kylie Holshoe. Bryson Phillip Hook. Tatiana Cecilia Hoover. Brendan Michael Horn. Thomas Gerard Hosey IV. Gracie Ann Hovis. Kayla Sophia Hoyt. Lila Mary Hughes. Manny Roger Ingalls Ortiz. Ariana Elizabeth Interbartolo. Kayla Denora Interiano. Jameson Robert Isaac. Cassidy Ray Jackson. Savannah Marie Jacobs. Brendan Matthew Jacobs. Andre Dover Jackson. Stephen Allen Jello Jr. McKenna Grace Jezanowski. Jessica Allison Gilson. Beckett Anslem Joas. Daniel Jonathan Johnson. Keelan Ruth Sue Johnston. Cameron Scott Joy. Bianca Boo Judge. Jackson Richard Juno. Tyler Reed Jungman. Juliana Rose Kaika. Joseph Peter Kalpokis. Matthew John Kane. Aubrey Ann Caramuchos. Merceed Carrick. Bodri Katanga. Liam Rami Qatar. Madison Elizabeth Kavecki. Sean Patrick Kelly. Jonathan Edward Kennedy.
Jacob Michael Kenny. Aiden Christopher Kilduff. Broden William Kimbark. Sophie Brianna Kinghorn. Sorry. Peter Gargan Kirkpatrick. Gerald Donald Kobrensky. Benjamin Hunter Kelb. Jet Aiden Kozak. Tyler Robert Krajek. Jackson Michael Chris. Dylan Riley Lebrecht. Hunter James LaCroix. Ralston Aiden Ladd. Sean Michael LaFlame. Kevin Mark LaFawn Jr. Andrew Jason Lagarci. Madison Kate Laham. Cameron Phillip Leahy. Kira Lynn Leahy. Jaden Charles Kremelowitz. Dylan Ford Lake. Margot Ann LaLiberty. Riley Marie Lamb. Brom Adrian Lane. Wyatt Henry Langlois. Paige Olivia La Rochelle. Capleton Dexterity Big Man Las Cause. Olivia Marie Lavalle. Ariana Rosa Lawton. Caden Douglas Lane. Kylie Ann Lazaron. Anna Mary Leal. Kayla Marie Learned. Althea Marie LeBlanc. Madeline Hope LeBlanc. Hayden Mary Loretta Lassise. Adriana Leclerc. Aviana Christina Leclerc. Brooklyn Cheyenne Ledoux. Abigail Ann Lee. Caitlin Elizabeth LeMay. Ava Joan Lemieux. Victoria Caitlin Lemoyne. Emily Elizabeth Leonard. Logan James LePage. Ariana Daisy Lescarbo. Cameron William Lassard. Faith Teresa Levesque. Abigail Melina Levine. Preston William Libby. John Lynn. Brooke Madison Little. Amari Sana Long Francois. Vanessa Sky Lopez. Grant Xavier Lopshire. Lana Fate Lashudo. Colin Michael Lowy. Riley Miles Locano. Annabelle Jean Ludman. Jack Benjamin Lufkin. Audra Marion. Sophia Ann Lukeman. Abigail Lynn Lyons. Connor Mark Lyons Moran. Abby Lewis Makata. James Douglas McDonald. Kellen Robert Pelson McDonald. Landon Robert McKiernan. Cole James Mackin. Jacob Liam McLean. Eric Anthony McMullen. Molly Mae McNeil. Braden William Magner. Skylar Kenneth Mam. Mia Lynn Mandigo. Alex Benjamin Manser. Haley Elizabeth Manser. Alyssa Claire Marshan. Grayson Christopher Marino. Brandon Robert Marks. Emily Annette Marshall. Javian Angel Martin. Braden James Martinage. Madeline Jane Mason. Emma Martha Massey. Jack Derek Maurice. Amanda Ann Mayo. Jacob Michael McAdams. Madison Lee McCall. Caleb David McCarthy. Thomas Allen McLeod. Savannah Maria McDar. Nicholas David McDermott. Erin Jean McDonough. Caroline Grace McGaffigan. Mira Siobhan McGraw. Olivia Jean McIntyre. Ethan Richard McKenna. Michael David Mahia Carrasco. James Joseph Metzner. Taylor Rose Miles. Callie Kathleen Miller. Rain Marie Miller. Kristen Madeline Minsner. Dylan Brandon Mitchell. Emily Ann Meeville. Ava Adele Mohammed. Josiah Molina. Andrew Joseph Montgomery. Shannon Casey Moore. Ariana Noel Morales. Vanessa Lynn Morris. Matthew Robert Morrison. Caden Todd Moreau. Jake Daniel Moreau. Corey James Mosier. Mohammed Mubarak Musa. Michaela Helen Muse. Samantha Elise Mullaney. Quinton David Mullen. Isabella Rose Mulvanity Pontoni. Madeline Ryan Murray. Thomas Anthony Murray. Amberlyn Nadeau. Jaden Rose Natazi. Marcus Antonio Navarro. Ethan Neal Nawasa. Isabel Joanna Neal. Emily Marie Neary. Alpheus Anderson Netherton. Hayden Elizabeth Newell. Angelina Carmela Newton. Alicia Lee Nicholas. Bradley James Nimsick. Sarah Elizabeth Nolan. Nicholas Slade Davis Norton. Lucas Daniel Nussbaum. Jacob Richard Ohanasian. Riley St. Dennis Olson. Lauren Elizabeth Ozelinski. Luna Francesca Ovalles Blanco. Zachary Raymond Overland. Alexis Sine Pabon. Jonathan Fermo Paganini. Evan Lucas Powell. Karis Nicole Pomerello. Victoria Lynn Paradise. Jason Thomas Parent. Adriana Jean Parker. Braden James Parker. Gianna Teresa Politor. Abigail Laura Parnell. Joshua Keith Pasika. Heno Danish Kumar Patel. Tej Mitul Kumar Patel. Jaden Kiara Patno. Isabel Kate Patricus. Trenton Benjamin Pollock. John Jace Pennell. Kiris Jean Perez. Andrew Joseph Perfetto. Anna Catherine Perkins. Owen Owen Michael Parada. Shelby Lee Peters. Bella Sophia Petralia. Delaney Sophia Petrie. Asa Lauren Petipas. Joseph Robert Phillips. Zoe Catherine Piccolo. Spencer Michael Paterni. Gennaro Anthony Pimonti. Ethan David Pike. Jake Charles Marshall Piper. Jocelyn Christine Plumpton. Liliana Pokras. Emma Sofia Palahovich. Kelsey Evelyn Ponictera. Yana Prasco. Kai Nicholas Pucci. Shane Patrick O'Brien. That's you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Emma Suji Quach. Benjamin David Quintiliani. Ashlyn Karen Ray Hurdle. Jenna Elizabeth Reddy. Callie Elizabeth Reeder. Megan K. Raposa. Bailey Leona Richard. Cameron Joy Richards. Quinn London Richardson. Curtis James Scott Ritchie. Mia Catherine Rivard. Natalie Marielle Rivera. Isabella Joy Rivet. Nora Colette Robichaux. Alexis Marie Radonis. Gabriel Radonis II. Rodriguez II. Gabriel Rodriguez II. Isabel Rose Rolfe. Sophie Rose Rosigno. Gage Roscoe. Madeline Annette Roussel. Brady James Rowe. Clara Marie Roy. Dylan Alexander Roy. Michaela Christiana Royer. Kyle Rue. Riley Nicole Wilson Rudolph. Anthony Jeremiah Ruiz. Nolan William Wallace Russell. Jared Eli Sag. Brody Jacob Samoset. Paige Elizabeth Sands. Alexis Audrey Santamassimo. Brady Michael Santoro. Gabriel Charles Santos. Constantinos Muscuntis Savez. Jaden Joshua Schleif. Thomas William Schnibbe. Callie Elizabeth Delilah Scott. Alexandria Raquel Rainbolt. Madison Elizabeth Sessa. Sydney Abigail Sexton. Patrick William Shaughnessy III. Savannah Marie Shea. Denver Wyatt Sherwood. Lucy Rebecca Simpson. Josephina McCabe Sindoni. Jasmine Aman Sawaki. Daniel Ralph Small. Cassandra Marie Luz Smith. Phoenix Joseph Snyder. Nathan Howard Sabaka. Emma Rose Summers. Ian Salvatore Sotis. David Arnold Souther Jr. Amelia Jade Sousa. Kay Merrill Spalding. Sienna Angelina Stafford. Fiona Grace Stagnaro. Joshua William Stamatis. Dylan James St. Jean. Shane Arthur Stone. Tyler Ian St. Pierre. Isabella Julia Straboni. Anna Patricia Sullivan. Lucas Shane Sumner. Thomas J. Sueda. Chase Robert Tabor. Alex Michael Tahan. Emma Kathleen Tancreed. Aiden Richard Tangway. Cadence Adele Tarmy. Audrey Taveras. Derek Joseph Terenzio. Juliana Rose Terenzio. Emma Claire Thompson. Jacqueline Ann Titus. Kennedette Toadboon. Virgil Alexander Torres Satius. Michaela Anai Tori. Maya May Toto. Jonathan Colin Tuma. Abigail Jacqueline Tupin. Mackenzie Ray Town. Parker Dylan Townsend. Sean Andrew Trapani. Jameson Elizabeth Trask. Henry Emerson Trainer. Raymond Nathan Trent. Nabilise Marie Trinidad. Jacob Dylan Trogler. Braden James Trombley. Ava Michelle Turcott. Avery Leah Tyler. Ava Rose Udina. Verity Grace Ungaro. Connor Charles Urich. Alexander Anthony Ernetta. Kyle Robert Yuskevich. Noah James Valancourt. Chloe Dorothy Valley. Jacqueline Eileen Vandeveen. Nathan David Van Wagner. Anishka Varma. Julia Elaine Vaughn. Anna Grace Manzana. Anthony David Vella. Helen Velko. Xavier Jordan Ventura. Gianni Anthony Edward Vicioso. Annabelle Elizabeth Vitale. Suzanne Marie Von Ash. Sophie Noel Wendell. Carson James Walls. Austin Thomas Walsh. Avery Sophia Walsh. Jake Matthew Welch. Jonas Robert Welch. Lindsay Juliana Wenzel. Taylor Rose Wheaton. Emily Raquella White. Leah Elizabeth White. Maxwell Brogan White. Drew Bixby Whiting. Blue Wilkins. Willow Acadia Wilson Audette. Chase Timothy Wright. Kira May Rye. Jean Yasik. James Christopher Yoakum. Haley Rose Epia. Cheyenne Ani Rose Zeke. Kyla Jordan Ziobro.
There they are. Thank you, Ms. Buskey and Mr. Soika, again for that. At this moment, I kindly request all graduates who are joining our armed forces to rise and be acknowledged. We extend our sincere appreciation for your commitment and service to our nation. Thank you. I first would like to recognize all the teachers and faculty members that have helped in the parking lot, at the gates, here on the field. I'd also like to recognize our senior associate deans, Mr. Roger Constant and Ms. Vanessa Tracy. I would also like to recognize the senior office assistants, Mrs. Ann Bergen and Mrs. Sherry Olivier, as well as the Associate Head of Schools Administrative Assistant, Brian Pulse. Also, a special thank you to the senior administration, Associate Deans of Students, Associate Deans of Academics, and again, the faculty and staff. I also want to throw out a huge, huge thank you to our buildings and ground staff for making this event possible here on the field. Additionally, I would like to acknowledge our class marshal and junior class president, Zach DeLong. Thank you for leading tonight's ceremony, Zach. At this time, I'd like to invite the class of 2025 advisors, Ms. Hakati and Ms. Maloney, to the stage. On behalf of the administration, I would like to thank you for your dedication, your commitment, and your work with the class of 2025 over the past 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Perez. Good evening, class of 2025. You made it. Congratulations on this momentous occasion, which has been made possible through all your hard work and determination. Thank you for entrusting us with the immense honor of being your class advisors. It has truly been a rewarding experience, and we hope we provided you with ample opportunities to make beautiful memories here at Pinkerton.
From your outdoor freshman reception to your senior cookout just last week on the same quad, we hope that your high school experience was everything you'd hoped to be and more. We are so incredibly proud of all of you guys and your accomplishments, and we look forward to seeing what the future holds.
We would like to take this time to extend a warm thank you to all members of class office and student council who have put in so much work to organize and plan all the major events throughout your time here at Pinkerton. It is now our honor to introduce our next speaker, one of those valued members of class office. We have had the pleasure of watching this young woman grow as a person and as a leader over the past 4 years. She will be attending the University of Notre Dame next year, and we know that she will go on to do amazing things. Please welcome to the stage, one last time, your class president, Hannah Lasauskas.
I'll take your thing.
Class of 2025. From the moment we stepped on campus as naive, wide-eyed freshmen, it felt as though we silently counted down the years, weeks, days, and seconds to get to this moment. And now that it is here, I'm sorry that it is, because it means leaving behind a place where we all found ourselves. And as Winnie the Pooh once said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. To tell you a little bit about myself, I was born into a family of generational Astros. From my grandfather graduating from Pinkerton in 1948, my parents creating their own legacy here, and growing up in the stands of Memorial Field watching my brother and sister play. I was born to be an Astro. But it was not until I stepped foot on campus until I truly knew what a special place Pinkerton was. And while some of you may be thrilled to graduate today, and some of you may be grieving the thought of leaving here, or maybe a little bit of both, I encourage you now to reflect on the privilege it is to be on this field, all together, dressed in red and white, for the last time as the class of 2025. We have all had varying experiences here. Maybe it was winning a football championship against Londonderry, or winning another state championship as a cheerleader or a track athlete, or getting to hear our incredible band play on a fall Friday night. Perhaps it was when you looked down on campus to see a sea of red and white on Pep Rally Day, a day that feels like Christmas morning at Pinkerton. Some of you got to see the school traditions through the lens of a camera, waving the Astro Machine flag after a goal, representing Pinkerton through a uniform or costume, performing on stage in the lights of the Stockbridge Theater, competing for a robotics title or a DECA title, excelling in a class that seemed impossible to pass, spreading mental health awareness through Astros United, earning your CTE certificate, getting the opportunity to have real-world experience. Or maybe you were just trying your best to get by each day. Yet, it is the accumulation of all of these experiences that makes us the class of 2025, a shared experience. And wow, how the list goes on to simply show how lucky we are to be at a place full of such rich tradition and to learn at a place that allows us to be whoever we want to be while pursuing our dreams before they even come true. Throughout my 4 years as class president, alongside my incredible officers who put in so much time and effort, the shared goal was to make your time at Pinkerton unforgettable. Whether it be selecting your favorite themes for Spirit Week, singing along to Dancing Queen under the stars at prom, dancing in the black lights at our neon sophomore semi, racing through the bouncy houses at senior corn roast, or skating on the ice at our ice skating night. We hope to have gifted you all with memories that will last a lifetime. Our spirited legacy as the class of 2025 will forever be a part of Pinkerton Academy. And with that being said, I'm happy to announce that on behalf of the class, the remaining of our class funds will be donated for banners to be hung up on the light posts around campus.
so this is it. As graduates, our time here at Pinkerton comes to an end. I encourage you now to think of your most treasured memories at Pinkerton and carry them with you into your next chapter of life as a guiding light. And for right now, take a look around at one another. The people sitting next to you, the loving family, friends, and teachers here to support you today, and appreciate what you have in this moment tonight under these lights. And for the future, take the beautiful lessons Pinkerton has taught you over the years, and know that tomorrow is a clean slate. Now, graduates, please rise. Move your tassels from right to left. Remove your caps and graduate yourselves.